Yeah, hello ma'am. How is everything going
Hello.
on?
Yeah, everything is good. Thank you.
Yeah, hi everyone. So welcome to SS Podcast. So coming on to our guest today, this is Dr. Rinda. She completed her Bachelor of Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery and MD Ayurveda from Government Ayurvedic College, Rajiv Gandhi University, Bangalore. And she has around 5 years of clinical experience in clinics and NABH accredited hospitals, and around 3 years of research experience on diabetes, and currently working as senior research fellow from Kakras, Ministry of Ayush. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to SS Podcast.
Thank you. Thank you, Sai Ishwar.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, coming on to myself, I completed my master's in pharmacognosy from Central University of Punjab, and currently pursuing my PhD in natural products from Naipar, Ahmedabad, ma'am. So I'm really excited to talk to you about on this talk like Ayurveda. It has been my interesting topic since like B Form itself. So that's why I chose my
Okay.
M Form as pharmacognosy.
Okay. That's nice to hear.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am. So my first basic question was like, what inspired you to take a dwell into this Ayurveda and research?
Uh, well, I'm both a clinician and a researcher. So basically, I have clinical experience also, and research was probably like in my subconscious mind. So, frankly speaking, I just remembered in 12th standard, somebody had asked me, what do you want to pursue? What do you want to become? So
Yeah.
I had no clue, but I had said that it would be research in some field. So I just remembered that. Uh, I didn't have any idea about research. I somehow pursued my Ayurveda graduation. Then I did my MD. It was during this post graduation that I got some inclination towards research. And destiny made me work in a research institute as well. So I'm just a beginner in research, but research is an ocean, so it's a long way to go.
So how was your journey so far then? So like after bachelor's in MD and now working as in research and after clinical in Ayurveda, how was the journey?
The journey was pretty smooth, I should say. So I had clarity like what to do and where should I go. So it's always a learning. It's a different experience everywhere, and yeah, it's a big learning in Ayurveda, especially in research.
Yeah, ma'am. So, and I was thinking about this question. So, I was just want to ask, like, what are some common misconceptions you think about people will see in Ayurveda? So, basically, I listen many things like some would say, drink this or take this of these herbs. So, like this, what you think are some misconceptions in Ayurveda in society which people use today?
Yeah, this is a very imperative question. There are a lot of misconceptions about Ayurveda. So, first of all, most of them have this notion that Ayurveda does not have any side effects. So, anything, it could be a food or a drug, Ayurveda, allopathy, or any system of medicine, anything which is overdone or underdone or not properly done will definitely have side effects. So, for example, if there is a tablet called as Agni Tundivati, so if this is given to a person who has usually who has not good, who does not have good appetite, this tablet is given. So the person feels good after 2 to 3 days, and eventually someday he comes across a person who has the same symptoms. So if he gives the same medicine to that person, that tablet might not suit him. If the other person is of pittaja prakriti or if he has gastritis problem, the symptoms will aggravate. So definitely Ayurveda medicines, if given to a wrong person or if given in the wrong direction, will definitely cause side effects. And out of my own experience, a patient had come who was recently diagnosed with diabetes. So what he has done is he has just Googled Ayurveda medicine for diabetes, and he found out that Vasanta Kusumakara Rasa is a drug for diabetes. So he thought this is good for diabetes. He has gone to the pharmacy and he has brought it. So after a few months, he has consulted an Ayurveda physician. This drug is actually a herbo-mineral drug. So it has
Yeah.
both herbal content as well as mineral content. And it is given to a patient who has uncontrolled diabetes or who has diabetic complications. So he has just been diagnosed with diabetes, and his blood sugar levels are also not too much. Definitely, this is not a drug which will be prescribed. So if he is taking this medicine in the long run, obviously it will show some side effects.
Yeah.
So Ayurveda does not have side effects is a big misconception. And one more thing I have come across is Ayurveda is slow. It is not a medicine. I mean, it is not a system of medicine where you can go for emergency purposes. Let me clarify this. Ayurveda is not slow, but if the diagnosis is not done at the right time and if the precise treatment is not given at that moment, then Ayurveda becomes slow. So we do have many dosage forms which are actually used only for emergency purposes.
Yeah.
Like this, we have sublingual route of drug administration also. We have this Potali Kalpana, which is applied sublingually, that is below the tongue. So this surpasses the GIT tract, that is gastrointestinal tract, and it directly goes into the bloodstream to show its quick action. Other than this, we have bhasma preparation. So these are nanoparticles of metals and minerals. They are being reduced to this particle size after being processed with decoctions or juices of herbs. So you have this new drug delivery system in allopathy also, that is green synthesis of nanomedicine, if I'm not
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even in this, the gold and silver particles are being reduced to a nanoparticle size using the plant extract. So this is very much similar to our bhasma preparation, and bhasmas are in use since several ages, I should say. And these bhasmas have the capacity to carry the drugs to the site of action, and it can also penetrate the cell and show its action. So this way we have asavarishta also. Asavarishtas are hydroalcoholic or the fermented form of polyherbal formulations. So even these are very quick acting. They reach the site of action very fast. So the right treatment, I should say, Ayurveda should not be told as it is a slow system of medicine. This is definitely a wrong notion. Then other thing is there is a lot of confusion between herbal products, organic products, natural products, and Ayurveda products. So herbal extracts mixed with several chemicals, they call it as Ayurveda. So this is not Ayurveda. Ayurveda emphasizes on plant as a whole and not its only extract. Of course, we have few proprietary medicines where plant extracts are used, but they are always in combination with other herbal drugs, and it's only for therapeutic purpose. So we need to understand the difference between all these things. The other problem is with panchakarma. I'm sure you've heard about panchakarma. So people think it is Ayurvedic spa, but Panchakarma is not a spa treatment. So we do have massage and steam in it, but it is just a pre-treatment for the actual procedure. So it's not some sort of relaxation technique or anything like a spa feeling. So Panchakarma actually consists of 5 procedures. Vamana, that is therapeutic vomiting. Virechana, that is therapeutic purgation. Nasya, installation of medicated liquids into the nostrils. And 2 types of basti, that is decoction or the medicated oils are inserted through the anal route. So these are all meant for therapeutic purposes alone and also for prevention of few diseases or as a procedure to promote the health. So usually for seasonal variations, whenever it is present, we usually go for panchakarma procedures, and it is not at all a one-day procedure. So it could be 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, or sometimes it goes for months. So you just go for a massage and steam, and you say you have got a panchakarma done. That is absolutely wrong. Still, there are many, but these four are the most common thing I have seen in my practice.
Yeah, ma'am, that's nice because in allopathy, actually, the main concept I love in Ayurveda is the medicine would be separate for each individual, right? So, whereas in
Yeah,
allopathy, when we case, for example, there is a tablet paracetamol, anybody can use. Maybe the dose is different based on the age and criteria, but any person can take. But a physician should be present in Ayurveda, and a separate medicine would be prepared for each individual depending on his condition. So
yeah,
that's, I
exactly.
think it's somewhat great. And even I have heard that mercury has been used in Ayurveda, right, ma'am? In nano formulations, in nanoparticles, yeah. But even though mercury is toxic in nature, we don't usually see in allopathy using of mercury. But they, in those ages itself, they have given this knowledge with like nano preparation, nano medicine in the age
Yeah,
itself.
yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
Mercury is actually a liquid metal, but
Yeah,
for the medicine purpose, that mercury, the liquid form, will be solidified using herbal drugs. So
yeah.
plant extract, I mean not extract, plant decoctions and juices are used, and the metal mercury itself is made solidified, and then it is processed so that it easily
I
assimilates in the body.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, and I want to know about this clinical process in Ayurveda, how it happens. For example, in allopathy, as I know, like drug discovery process goes like so from natural product we'll extract a molecule and then we'll characterize it and we go for total synthesis, phase one, phase two, phase three, then marketing. So there is a process in drug discovery process. How it happens in Ayurveda? Where do we start and end from? So to release it into the market.
yeah. Um, Drug research as such is usually for validation or for global acceptance, or it could be to inspect for any drug interaction. Usually, people taking Ayurveda will also be consuming allopathy medicine. So,
Yeah.
to check if there is any drug interaction, or it could be for some outbreak of any new disease like COVID had happened, and there was so many drug research which happened in Ayurveda as well, or it could be for any proprietary medicine. So in Ayurveda, we basically have three types of medicines. So one is classical medicine. Classical medicines means the formulations which are present in Ayurvedic texts. It could be Samhitas or Nigantus. So these are the reference books we follow. So these formulations, if available in the market, this could be one type of medicines. The other is like these texts have lakhs of formulations. So all the formulations are not available in the market. So it's not possible. There are so many formulations yet to be explored. So it could be such formulations which need to be researched on, or it could be some proprietary medicine. A combination of anything of your own would be a proprietary drug, or it could be a folklore medicine. Folklore medicine is a locally in a particular geographical region. Somebody is using some drug for a particular disease. Drug in the sense some herb. So if it is found to be effective in that geographical region, so we take up that formulation and we try to validate it. So
Yeah.
this might not be present in our authentic books. So these are the areas where we do drug research for classical medicines which are already in market. So we have been using it since ages. So the drug research happens retrospectively. So the drug is already there. To check its efficacy or to check its safety, we do drug research. The standard procedure of procuring the raw drug, quality control will be done. SOPs, that is standard operating procedure of the dosage form, whatever is present, will be done. So for analysis, we do have everything like from the basic of loss on drying, ash value, up till the usage of XRD, FTIR, HPLC, HPTLC. We use all these instruments and we do quality control of the raw drug. Next will be the preclinical studies. So we would have already seen its effect in the patients. So documentation is also being done for evidence purpose, but to check its pathway, in what pathway is it acting? How is it acting? To check for these facts, we do the preclinical study, that is animal study. And then usually classical medicine fields that pass the phase one clinical trial, it jumps to phase two, phase three, phase four. Whereas for proprietary drugs, it is the same way as allopathy. We have the drug, the pharmacological quality control, everything is done. Preclinical and clinical phases will be done, and then it comes into market. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So it's basically of same kind. Like as we go through allopathy,
yeah,
like then after then phase one, phase two, and then phase three, and into the market, right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's very much similar to that.
yeah. And I just want to say, like, most of the children and people currently in the society, so they are addicted to like fast foods, like pizzas, burgers, and everything. As people, usually children are eating. So I think there is this lack of education in the children's education about Ayurveda, because while I was studying too, I wasn't knowing about Ayurveda. So, what's your views on it? I think the education system must impart this Ayurveda as a subject or kind of a chapter in their education, so that people get to know about its importance and know about their food habits. It's our culture. So, what your views on it?
Yeah, of course. School is the best platform to spread awareness about Ayurveda. So when these young minds know the importance of health and they know what is good for their body, because a very healthy generation can be expected.
Yeah,
Now we have yoga as a part of curriculum in
yeah,
many schools.
yeah,
So I'm sure they'll make yoga as an integral part of their life when they grow up.
yeah,
So Ayurveda also it's a way of life. Like Ayurveda tells in detail about what to do in day-to-day activities, like the do's and don'ts of every season. So everything is mentioned very clearly in Ayurveda. So when this is adopted in the school or it is imposed to the young kids and at home also, so they start doing it every day. So whenever some routine is done every day, it gradually becomes a habit. So uh, we can make the younger generation get habituated to the Ayurvedic way of life. So when this is done, actually when this is done, it can prevent a lot of metabolic disorders also. Um, Coming to the processed and packed foods, etc., which are used with the kids are very much exposed to all these things. So this part we know it is wrong, but the Ayurveda also emphasizes on other things, that is incompatible foods. So incompatible foods are in the sense it is the wrong combination of food items. Even if they are taking it at home, if the combination of foods is wrong, it leads to inflammatory changes. So such combination of food or the method of eating. So Ayurveda says tanmana bhunjita. That means whenever you're eating, you should concentrate on whatever you're eating. So, when was the last time we actually relished the food or thought about what is there, what ingredients are present? So it's been a long time, right? Either
yeah.
uh, we just some morsels of food we just gulp it down and we rush to schools, colleges, or work, or even if we are free and eating, our eyes are not on the plate. It's
But
either we
obviously,
are watching TV or phone or tab, so we don't even look at the plate. So this impacts digestion in the long way. So such basic, simple methods should be taught to the younger generations for them to adopt. And even the combinations like the sizzlers which are present, the cold ice cream on top of that, boiling hot sauce, chocolate
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah.
Cold and hot together should never be consumed. And
Yeah.
even fruit juices, fresh, even though the fruit juices are fresh, Ayurveda never recommends to take fresh fruit juice. The fruits should always be consumed as a whole. The property completely changes. The nutrients also changes in the juice form. So such basic things should also be taught, and they have to become health conscious. So this way, nowadays even young children, young girls at the tender age of 10 to 11 years, they're getting into menarche, and young kids are getting metabolic disorders. So even though the medical field is so advanced, why is this prevalence or incidence spiking up? It's all because of the way they're brought up or the lifestyle they're following. So such changes should be brought in so that we have a good, healthy generation.
Yeah, that's nice. And what are the basic qualifications? Like, what are the courses available in Ayurveda? As you get into allopathy, we have like MBBS, then pharmacy, BPT, nursing. So D pharmacy, B pharmacy. So, what are the courses and opportunities available after Ayurveda, during Ayurveda? Course.
Um, yeah, the graduation course is BAMS,
Yeah.
Bachelor of Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery. So this is a 5.5 year course, 4.5 years of college, and 1 year of internship will be there. So after this, we have post-graduation courses. We have various subjects like one can do MD in Panchakarma, one can do MD in uh, internal medicine, that is Kaya Chikitsa. They can opt for Shalya Shalakya, that is surgery or ENT. They'll get a MS degree for that.
Okay.
Otherwise, we have Dravya Guna Rasa Shastra, that is related to Ayurvedic pharmacology. So this way, we have a lot of options for post graduations. And once you pursue your MD, then you can opt for PhD also in the concerned subject. We do have PhD courses. Other than that, we have a lot of certificate courses an Ayurvedic doctor can do. And career also, if he is clinically interested, he can have his own clinic, or he can work in a hospital setup. We do have private hospitals, NABH accredited hospitals, and now we have a lot of government and private hospitals, allopathy hospitals. They have an Ayurveda OPD also. So an Ayurvedic doctor can become an integral, he can give an integral approach along with the allopathy doctor. So other than that, we have, he can work in R&D unit or manufacturing units of any of the Ayurveda pharmaceutical companies. So this way we have a lot of options, and academics or teaching is also another option which one can opt for. Yeah.
No, thank you, ma'am. And I have just a last question for you. So, how do you think I can improve my channel? So, your views and your suggestions.
Okay. I'm not much of a patron of podcast, but what I feel is for the success of any channel, consistency, uniqueness, and genuinity of the content are the key things which need to be there in the channel. So if these three things are maintained, I'm sure you'll achieve your goal.
Yeah, consistency. Yeah, I'll try to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you to be part of this guest today for my podcast. And hope something I at least got something about the Ayurveda and the importance of it. Like, so various misconceptions in society, like the medicine has to be decided based on a person, and about the
Yeah.
importance, like various courses available. Thank you, ma'am. It has been a nice meeting with you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much. Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.